Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Thursday, July 29th, and this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. A year-and-a-half-long ethics investigation into former Palm Coast Mayor Melissa Holland is complete. Amy Cherry has the story.
A panel cleared Holland of 6 ethics claims, but faulted her on one claim.
I am pleased by the outcome, other than the 2 emails, which I've already addressed publicly several months ago, in which I both acknowledged and apologized for inadvertently and accidentally sending 2 emails on our city server, and that is the only item in which the Ethics Commission certainly upheld the recommendation of the advocate. The other 6 very serious allegations that were launched against me were completely thrown out unanimously by the Ethics Commission, finding no merit to any of the allegations.
Holland will be fined for the single ethics violation.
Other than that, everything else has been closed and put to rest.
Holland resigned abruptly in May to care for her sick daughter. She says in 20 years of public service, this was her first time dealing with the Ethics Commission. She tells WNZF the process needs reform.
I've certainly seen how one can take advantage of this entity in a political manner, and I think I'm grateful that the Commission recognized this, and the fact proved out it was consistent with what I've said from the beginning, that these were completely false allegations, and it's disappointing to see that there's a mechanism that can be utilized in a political manner, and I think it's one that we need to address, not only in the state of Florida, but really have an assessment done on how this is even possible to begin with.
A combined law enforcement operation targeting human trafficking resulted in more than a dozen arrests in Flagler County. John Arking reports.
Results were released last week of an operation conducted by the Florida Sheriff's Association Task Force that focused on reducing human trafficking throughout the state and prosecuting those responsible for trafficking individuals. Operation Breaking Chains was coordinated over 16 Florida counties, including Flagler, according to Sheriff Rick Staley.
In Flagler County, our participation in this Operation Breaking Chains resulted in 13 arrests over a 2-day operation, which included a variety of prostitution, narcotics, and firearm-related offenses. We also rescued one trafficking victim from her trafficker. We will continue to partner with the Florida Sheriff's Association Task Force on operations that make our county and state safer.
Statewide, 29 victims were recovered, 31 traffickers were identified, and a total of 363 arrests took place, with over 1,000 man-hours doing knock and talks at multiple business locations. In the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
A suspected drug home is shut down in Palm Coast. Karen Johnson has the details.
What began as an undercover operation by the Flagler County Sheriff's Office and the Florida Department of Law Enforcement evolved into a drug search warrant at 25 North Shady Lane, Palm Coast, looking for 33-year-old Zachary Pierce and 36-year-old Danielle Molnar. Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley.
This is a multi-month investigation of shady drug dealing occurring on Shady Lane. We know this house has been a menace to the community and the neighbors, and we hope this search and arrest will close down this drug dealing business.
Sheriff Staley adds this is not a first offense for both drug dealers. They have criminal records dating back to 2013. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
A lot goes into protecting the residents of Flagler County against mosquitoes. Dylan Roberts explains.
Flagler Mosquito Control is serving the community in many different ways. Flagler Mosquito Control Director Mark Positano.
So we have to keep the population in check, and that's primarily why we do not have the diseases that we used to. So to do this, we have a network of mosquito traps, 17 of them around the district, which we monitor daily. Once those mosquitoes are trapped in there, we bring them back to the office. We freeze them so we can identify them as a species, count them up, and then we have a chart basically to decide where we need to apply pesticides, if any. So basically you have two chemical classes that we spray. So those compounds are permethrins, which you can get at any lawn and garden store to treat your yard with. The other main product that we use is an organophosphate. We use them interchangeably because you don't want to get resistance amongst the species, so you want to kind of hit them from 2 different angles.
To report a mosquito problem, visit flaglermosquito.com. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Dylan Roberts.
What kind of year has Flagler County tourism had with the pandemic?
Amy Lukasik, who's Flagler County's tourism director, said it could be, well, I'll let her say it.
We have targeted 3 million. The largest we've ever done is 2.7. So we're right on track. We have a couple more months of peak times that are typically one of our highest months for revenue collection. So we are anxiously looking forward to announcing that we had a record-breaking year.
Lukasik said that the more dollars the county collects in tourism, the more it can help local businesses bring in more tourist dollars. The Business Report is on WNZF on Saturday mornings at 10, and it's on a podcast on the Flagler radio app anytime you want to listen. Tomorrow, being outside and how that affects Flagler County tourism and the Daytona Beach International Airport. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.